Well, it's a good question. I can only speak on Jude. He's, when he came here and had his little tryout, thought he kicked the ball really well, had good leg strength and good accuracy. He's improving on his kickoffs with, the new kickoff deal. But he's learning a lot, say, from Graham. Graham and I talk about him a bunch. Graham's done a good job with leading him and helping him through some of the things that, having not played a ton, I think it's important to have a good mentor there. So he's done a good job for us. Glad he's here and look forward to keep working with him.
Someone you're hoping to get onto the practice squad if you can?
Yeah, it's down. That's down the line here. But I know that he's doing a good job each and every day, and glad he's here.
Thanks.
Yep.
Jordan Renan.
Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hi, Jordan.
Hey, Brian. I'm curious what you saw when you went back and looked at Daniel Jones in sort of that first quarter, and then what you make of the difference of the first quarter and the second quarter.
Well, I thought there was two plays that I'd like to have back, that we'd like to have back, but I thought he played fast. I mean, it's different when you're out there in practice. This was good for him to get out there and get some live reps with the rush and the ability to get hit. He had that scramble. But I'd say he operated well in the pocket. Obviously, the backed up play, we've talked about that one. We'd all like to have that one back. The interception, it's a one-on-one throw down the sideline to Hyatt. So got to do a good job of saving some space and going up there and giving him opportunity. Then if the ball's up there, we got to go up there and get it. So I thought he made a lot of good decisions as the game went on. Made some nice throws and guys created some separation, a couple drops. But first time out there after a long layoff, live ball, that was good for him.
What gives you confidence that those kind of mistakes, like the first, I shouldn't say the first bad throw, because really the start of the game was, that was almost another interception. I'm talking about the touchdown. What gives you confidence that that's not going to happen moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, things like that are going to happen. We'll work on it. We'll learn from it. We'll grow from it. And we'll be better the next time.
And how's Micah McFadden and some of the injury guys, if you have a second?
Yeah, I don't really have much. I'll have more tomorrow for you.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Good. A couple of things. Where are you on your second starting cornerback, and did anything happen yesterday that has cleared it up for you at all?
Yeah, we'll keep on competing it out. Obviously, Flott wasn't out there. We'll see where he is this week. Thought McLeod did a nice job, like he normally does when he goes out there. Dependable, consistent, durable. So again, we'll let that play out.
And overall, with your whole defense now, you got to see them on the field, really for the first time with Shane, with some of the starters. Do you expect growing pains with a new coordinator, or do you say, no, we can't have that at all. We gotta, hit the ground on day one?
Well, you always say you're trying to hit the ground regardless of how many years you've been together. There's been systems I've been in for 10 years and you're doing that. So everybody's just trying to do their job to the best of their ability. That's what we try to do. That's what we'll always try to do. And, there's a lot of good things to learn from, as there always is when we play a game, particularly in the preseason. So we'll go ahead and improve in those areas. And, they've been working really hard. I think Shane does a good job. The players have taken to it, and we just got to continue to improve.
One more, if I may. Can you
Sure.
tell Shane has done this before? Obviously, he's not a first-time coordinator. Can you tell that in the game? What you're taking over play calling. It's not your first time. What can you tell when you see him and say, okay, he's been through this before?
Yeah, I mean, he gets the play calls in quick. He's good with the situations. He's a good communicator with the signal callers. He's a good communicator with the assistant coaches. He's able to process a lot of information quickly. Explains it clearly, precise. So, yeah, he's done it before, but he does a good job of leading, I'd say, not just the players, the coaches, as well as the communication aspect of it.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Brian Dunleavy.
Hey, Brian. Thanks for doing this.
You got it.
How hard is what Jacob Johnson did yesterday to come into a team and play a game before practice?
Yeah, it's not easy. Fortunately, he's had some familiarity with some of the people on our staff. I would say we had a number of those players yesterday towards the end that were just here for a few days. A few running backs, fullback / tight end, a couple guys in the second. I mean, that's what happens this time of year. And you know, he's a pro. I've known I know some people that either coached him or played with him. You know, James Daboll was a heck of a fullback that I had at New England, who I've maintained a really good relationship with and had a lot of good things to say about him. And he did a nice job for the plays that we put him in there. Tim Kelly met with him, you know, for the short amount of time. We put in a few plays that he felt comfortable with, and that's what we called.
And then I know Jordan asked about the guys who got injured yesterday. What about some guys who I don't think we saw play? Forgive me if I missed them. David Long, Dante Miller, yep. Carter Coughlin. Yep. Injuries, rest, are they due back this week? Those three guys.
I'd say I'll have more from you. Again, we did the same thing we did last week. So we did more of a review the game meeting. I'll meet with Ronnie and the rest of those guys here after this team meeting.
But they are injury type things, not rest or whatever.
Yeah. You said Long. Yep.
Long, Miller, Coughlin.
Yeah. Yep. So one's a hamstring, and then Coughlin's working back from his lower leg. So we'll see where we're at. Hopefully they're getting closer. I'll have more from you when we go out there tomorrow or the next day, whatever it is.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll take three more. Tom Canavan.
Hey, Dabes. How you doing?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Good. One of the things we've talked about all season is, will the offensive line be better? I mean, one sack, I guess the hurry on the pick six. But, I mean, overall, it seemed a fairly good effort.
Yeah, they continue to improve. Again, I'd say we've added good pieces in terms of the veterans that we've added. Communication, it was good to get John Michael back out there so he could work with some of the guys. Veterans that care, that are smart, that are tough, that have played the game, that are all on the same page. That's what it requires to be a improved, good offensive line, is making sure 5 guys are playing as one, seeing it through the same set of eyes. And again, I've said, Carm and James have done a good job with that group. Again, we're in a preseason. There's not a lot of unique blitzes and different fronts and communications that go on. So, but the technique and the fundamentals of keeping the pocket firm, protecting inside out, get some movement in the running game, those I've been pleased with that.
And there seems to be more depth than ever before, too.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, those guys are competing. They're doing a good job. I'd say they're fulfilling the requirements that we look for in terms of being smart and staying on the same page, playing together, but then having that physical demeanor, that play style that we covet. A lot of work that needs to be done. But, that first group, I'd say in particular, I've talked about that before, we're doing a good job of communicating and trying to play the way that, we want to play up front.
Thank you.
Yep.
Pat Leonard.
Just a real quick one. Was John Michael's snap count, the fact that he played a few series there and then came out, was that a pre-planned thing based on him coming back from the shoulder? Is that what that was?
It was. We had him at 15 plays for this game, and we got him to 15, and we took him out. So I think he could have probably played a little bit more, but that was the plan going in, so we stuck with that.
Got it. And just one quick follow on the offensive line. Jake Kubis, the undrafted rookie, looks like a guy who's had a pretty good camp, but obviously you can only keep so many linemen. I mean, I know you're not making a roster decision today. Just wondering what you think of his play in the games, including yesterday, sure, and whether he's making a good case for himself.
Yeah, I put him all with most of the young guys. There's been good, and then there's been things that we need to work on. He has the right mindset. He's working extremely hard at it. He's got some play style that we covet in terms of being aggressive, being tough. But there's a lot of things that we're working on with him, just like all the other rookies. But he's acquitted himself well to this point. He's played well in the games. Again, there's a lot of things that we got to go ahead and improve with him. But I like his mindset of where he's at.